Hello, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to share a few thoughts as you kick off the very first US-Czech Business Forum. The bond between our nations is a special one. For me and my family, it is even personal. My grandfather was born in a small town that is now Horní Benešov. And of course, 3 decades ago, the United States and the entire free world was inspired by the Velvet Revolution and the students, artists, and workers led by Václav Havel in defense of freedom and the rule of law. Those same values are once again remarkably under threat in Europe. As President Biden has made clear, the United States, the Czech Republic, and our allies around the world will continue to stand with the courageous people of Ukraine in their hour of need. I particularly want to acknowledge the incredible generosity of the Czech Republic for welcoming hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian refugees. And of course, this meeting comes just weeks before your government assumes the EU presidency. All of this should underscore, if not just make clear, that you gather at a critical moment in a decisive decade. Indeed, it's a remarkable moment in history. In the short term, President Biden is working with our partners and allies to bolster energy security in Europe, in the United States, and around the globe. But when it comes to the energy transition, our security is defined by more than just the supply of energy. In 2022 and beyond, it is also about the quality of life, the sustainability of our communities, and the stability of our economies. It is about human choices that have actually put life on this planet at risk, and human choices that can put us on a better path. The theme of this event, a climate of opportunity, is actually very fitting. Yes, the challenge we face from the climate crisis is existential, and frankly, we all need to really begin to act like we understand that it is. You all have heard the warnings from the IPCC, and you know that we are not moving fast enough in response. We are not living up to the challenge that the scientists have given us. And remember, please, this is not about ideology. It is about mathematics and physics. But here's something else the IPCC has told us. They tell us we still have time to change course, and thereby avoid the worst consequences of the climate crisis. My friends, as the title of this event tells us, the clean energy transition is not something to be feared. It's a transformational opportunity. It will make this planet cleaner, healthier, safer, and, parenthetically, even richer. The International Energy Agency and others have laid out the blueprint. We need to cut emissions 45% this decade and then achieve a net zero pollution neutral world by mid-century. To reach these goals, governments must step up, not just with words, but with actions. And I'm very happy to report to you that after COP26 in Glasgow, countries representing fully 65% of global GDP became aligned with the 1.5 degree limit in the rise of temperature of the planet. I applaud the Czech government for your efforts to reduce methane emissions and to grow investments in renewable energy. And I know that many of you are hard at work in order to make the Czech coal regions the gateway for green hydrogen in Europe. But as I have said many times, while I am confident we can win this fight, it is because the private sector can help lead the way. You understand that the energy market of this century is the largest market the world has ever known. There are 4 to 5 billion users today, and that's going to grow up to 8 to 9 billion in the coming decades. So with multi-trillion-dollar markets being created, tens of millions of good jobs are going to follow. So you're the ones who can actually invest the trillions that we need to make this transition. And governments need to work with you to help to de-risk and to deploy the money in bankable projects. This is how, in 2021, a record $755 billion was invested in the transition, including $165 billion in next-generation climate technology. To build on this momentum, at COP26, President Biden launched what we call the First Movers Coalition. Some of the world's leading companies, more than 35 of them, came together immediately to represent over $8 trillion in market cap, and they are announcing new commitments that will create and accelerate green markets. They are making purchase commitments in hard-to-abate sectors, zero-emission ships, for instance, sustainable aviation fuels, green steel for cars, green cement. Many Czech companies are also leading on climate solutions, and I really hope that we can find ways to collaborate on this initiative of the First Movers Coalition. So I urge you all, please seize this opportunity today. Go further and faster. Break the mold. Join your neighbors and fellow EU members in the Global Methane Pledge. Bring your new ideas and innovative technologies to the market. Centuries ago, Czech companies helped lead the Industrial Revolution. Your ironworks and textile mills sent products to markets all around the globe. Today, we are in the midst of a green revolution. Once again, we need you to help lead the way, not just on behalf of your businesses, but please, on behalf of the one planet that we share, and on behalf of all the generations that are counting on us to get the job done. Thank you, and you have my best wishes for a successful meeting.